You order an Uber. It takes minutes to arrive. You're riding in a Toyota Prius. He has over 1,000 trips and 4.7 stars on average. The car arrives, you jump in the back seat, pop in your AirPods and throw on your podcast. But then you look up. It's bloody Will Smith. Will Smith is my Uber driver. You proceed to have a mild panic attack, and once you calm down, he tells you that for the duration of the Uber, you can ask him any question you want, and he will tell the truth. What really happened with the Chris Rock face slap? That would be a really cool video, wouldn't it? I reckon it would get tens of millions of views. But alas, Uber opt to make videos like this and this. And don't be fooled by those views, those are paid views. Millions of dollars worth. Millions of dollars they could have spent on creating this Will Smith video, or a Jennifer Aniston video, or a Lionel Messi video. And that's just one format. I have 28 more that I want to show you. And I'm doing this because I want to answer the question of what other videos can Uber and other billion-dollar companies make to entertain us and to drive traffic to their products. Because right now, it's a lose-lose situation. And if you like them, please God, just spam the comments down below and let's actually make this happen. I'm making this video because Uber wouldn't. First, we're going to talk Uber and then we're going to go to Uber Eats. Surprising Uber passengers with a Michelin star meal. Here's one for you. Pick up the passengers with one catch. The driver is a Michelin star chef, and for the duration of the entire journey, they serve a Michelin star meal to that passenger. Number 2, giving Uber passengers a red carpet experience. When people order the Uber, have a bunch of paparazzi and a red carpet outside their building, so when they walk out, they have this amazing red carpet experience with paparazzi, people wanting to interview them, maybe even try and get other celebrities involved in the actual walk itself. Give them the VIP treatment when they least expect it, like when they order an Uber to go to Domino's in their pajamas. Number 3, Uber drivers share their weirdest passenger requests. Bring in your Uber drivers and ask them to spill the beans on what they've seen. Going by some of these answers online, I think there's going to be a lot of juice to a video like this. Number 4, how far does a $10,000 Uber get you? Yes Theory did a video like this with a taxi driver. And in my opinion, it was one of the best pieces of content ever to be made on YouTube. Honestly, it was really heartwarming. The premise of this video is how far you can get with $10,000, but really deeper premise is building a story around the Uber driver and giving him experiences that he wouldn't normally get. Number 5, my Uber driver was the world's best beatboxer. This is a concept that will do really well. Get the world's best blank and have them drive your Ubers. They could be a beatboxer, a singer, a rapper, a quizzer, a harmonica player, it doesn't matter. Just find people with weird talents and have them perform those weird talents unexpectedly in the Uber. Number 6, for every question the driver gets right, he wins a $100 tip. So in this case, we're the passenger and we tell them that for every question he gets right, he wins a substantial tip. There are 2 ways to go about this. Number 1, you ask him personal questions. And if he answers those personal questions right, which you've already done the digging on him, then he wins $100, which is quite juicy. Or the second way to go about this is just to ask him generic quiz questions and test his knowledge. Taxi drivers have a reputation for having an encyclopedic knowledge of nothing. Test whether Uber drivers are like that or not. I let random strangers pick my Uber drop-off location. Order an Uber on the street and find the nearest person to you to pick the drop-off location for that Uber. It could be anywhere, like an amusement park 100 kilometers away. But let the video show that Uber is your ticket to your next unexpected experience. Number 8, Ubering in the world's smallest car. Does what it says on the tin here. The concept works really well in general. No reason why it wouldn't work for you. Number 9, Ubering in the world's fanciest car. Don't worry Uber, you can borrow my car for this one. Number 10, sing karaoke, you get your Uber for free. Something like this would be class and so entertaining to watch. Show people that just because you're commuting doesn't mean you can't have a lot of fun in the process. Set up a karaoke station behind the Uber, see what people sing, and then have everyone sing along with them. Number 11, I ordered an Uber in a helicopter. Shock factor works really well on YouTube, and I would be pretty shocked if I ordered an Uber and a helicopter showed up. Number 12, Ubering through time, vintage car edition. This would be so sick. Like, imagine the surprise of a passenger when the Uber shows up in a car like this. Number 13, I took the longest Uber in history. I always wondered what the longest possible distance was you could do in a car or an Uber, and it turns out that this longest drive is from Kazan, Russia to Cape Town in South Africa. You might want to skip the Russia bit for now, but I think something like this would go very far. Number 14, I Ubered people and let them keep the car. Yeah, I'm going to admit I took very, very heavy inspiration from Mr. Beast here, but 115 million people watched it. Quite difficult to ignore. Number 15, how much can I make with Uber in one day? Simple, straightforward, take 7 people off the street, get them to sign up for Uber and see how much money they can make in one day. Whoever earns the most wins a Ferrari. Number 16, Shaq disguises as an Uber driver. I would love this one. Give Shaq a makeover and have him pick people up in their Ubers. Make sure the Uber car is really, really small, and because Shaq is really big, there's not going to be a lot of room for the passenger. Have them both chat shit about Shaq. Let Shaq work his magic and let the giggles flow in. Number 17, I took the most scenic Uber in the world. Find the top most scenic drives in the world. Get an Uber to take you around these top 5 scenic sites. Show people that you can use Uber to experience some of the best scenery in the world. And contrastly with number 18, I took an Uber to the world's most dangerous road. You're taking inspiration from what Top Gear did here. Fly to Bolivia, get an Uber and have him drive you through Death Road. You know, make sure he's an experienced driver so they don't fall off the cliff. But that would be pretty entertaining to watch. Okay, enough with Uber. Time to move on to Uber Eats. But before we do, if you like these video ideas, you will love my newsletter, Whitespace. And this is where we send you original YouTube channel ideas that will get views. All of these channel ideas are backed by actual data, and we break down for you exactly how you can start that idea. First on the list for Uber Eats is I sent my Uber Eats delivery guy on a treasure hunt. This would be really fun. Order your food to your house, but when the driver arrives, send them on a treasure hunt to find their tip. But only give them their tip if they can find it within 1 minute. Leave clues, make them laugh, and in the end, give them a hefty tip. Number 2, I surprised my Uber Eats drivers with a concert. Have your delivery guy show up, open the door, and have Coldplay set up ready to perform in front of them. Number 3, we invited our Uber Eats delivery guy to eat with us. This video is all about praising the work that these drivers do because it is quite demanding work. So when they do arrive up, invite them in, treat them extremely well with amazing food, learn about their story and do something that will help them. Like if they're riding a bike instead of a motorcycle because they can't afford one, buy them a motorcycle and help them. Idea number 4, I ordered everything on the menu and got it delivered. I think this would be pretty funny. Let's see how much stuff an Uber driver can carry in one delivery. Order everything on the menu and see how much stuff they show up with. Do this for various restaurants and see what cuisine causes the most hassle for the driver. Number 5, Uber Eats Mastermind. When the driver arrives, have a mastermind set up ready in your living room. Invite them in, tell them that for every question they get right, they'll win a $100 tip. Treat it very seriously and see how the driver reacts. Number 6, I ordered the most expensive Uber Eats ever. Go on a mission to find the most expensive Uber Eats restaurant on the app. Order it, taste it, do this in many different regions, start with a $1 meal and work your way up to a $10,000 meal. See if the taste actually matches the price. Number 6, Uber Eats versus TikTok Chef Blind Taste Challenge. Get one of those food TikTokers, you know, one of those people that makes those satisfying videos, and then challenge them to a cook-off with an Uber Eats restaurant. Plate them both up and have a selection of people decide which one is better. Number 8, Uber Eats around the world in 7 days. Get a taste for food all around the world. Fly to a different continent every day and order the best food in each region. Work your way up with these various cuisines and at the very end, pick the one that's the best. And whoever provides the best food wins a prize. Number 9, my Uber Eats got delivered in a helicopter. Back to the shock factor here. Mr. Beast did do this in a recent video. No doubt it was a plug, but why don't you do it again on your own terms? Pick a random person who ordered something on Uber Eats and have a helicopter hover over their house with the string and the food at the very end that they have to get. They have to run into their house to get a scissors or a saw or whatever it is to cut the rope and document the whole thing with hidden cameras. And idea number 10 for Uber Eats is I only ate Uber Eats for a month. This is what happened. This is one genuine question that I really have is, can I only eat Uber Eats and is it healthy? And not only is it healthy, is it sustainable? So do an experiment. Have somebody only order their food from Uber Eats, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Document their health before and after the 30 days and how much money they've spent in comparison to what they would have spent if they were doing grocery shopping. And hopefully by the end show people that they're not spending that much more and they're spending almost zero time actually cooking. Let Uber know they need to step up their YouTube game by commenting down below. Maybe which of these 29 ideas you'd actually like to see happening. If you like this video, you're definitely going to like this one. That's all from me. We'll see you in the next one. Slán.